5. It's got even better because guess what? You've got a new centre-back. Deal agreed with Crystal Palace for the defender, Marc Guéhi, the Crystal Palace captain. It's worth £35 million. He's now been given permission to undergo his medical, which is going to happen in London. But this, Bella, is a huge deal for all sides that have started the season fantastically well. Suddenly, it's got even better. The targets were a striker and a centre-back, 2 brand new players, and the Palace captain, no less. Remarkable stuff.
Incredible. Thank you, Mark. Jess?
Wow, yeah, I really want to get the thoughts of Alan and Christian on this one. Christian, us journalists, we're not known for our hyperbole, not at all. But if still underline, it's confirmed, they've brought in Wirtz, they've brought a defender in Guéhi as well. Is that the title race over?
Well, I'm not in the predictions business, but it's an incredible statement of seriousness and intent. They are making hay while the sun is shining on them. They're champions. They've got a set of financial regulations that support their business fantastically well. And while their rivals are rebuilding or struggling or limited by the rules, they are filling their boots. And those of us who watched the game last night, I mean, what a signing Guéhi is. Even I was highly amused when Mateta said you don't even do that in training when he strummed that one in from 30 yards. But it's a brilliant window for their rivals.
Yeah, Alan, he's a consistent performer. He's got a right foot on him as well, as we saw last night. What do you make of this? Is that a good deal?
Well, of course, it's a good deal. There's a few reasons for that. One, he's a particularly great leader. He's been the heartbeat of that Palace team. It's built around him. You can't get down the side of him. It's almost impossible to take him on for pace. He's quick. He's composed in possession. He's everything you want in a modern centre-back. Have done this move very, very late. And I'm sure, I know for a fact, Crystal Palace are angry about it. They
Why
assumed,
so?
Well, they assumed that this deal was a deal that wasn't, going to be made. That the interest wasn't as concrete as it was meant to have. Could it have happened a week ago? No, they didn't want to. So they've hung on for this last moment. Leaves Crystal Palace in a difficult position, and it certainly leaves the owner and the manager in a difficult position because the manager last night, Oliver, was very, that he needs to stay. So it puts a lot of pressure on that relationship and on the relationship with Crystal Palace fans. So I think Crystal Palace fans of Newcastle could be rightly upset in this window. I really do.
They run the risk, though, Palace and Steve Parish, the chairman, of losing Marc Guéhi for free next summer.
Yeah, I mean, it's we talked earlier. There is the business and the football aspects, and the job of someone like Steve. Steve's sitting in the middle of that. Steve's got investors in that football club who will be saying 40 million in 12 months is zero. And he's got a manager who's perhaps been more explicit than any manager I can remember in recent times in basically saying, I want you to keep this player. Yeah. If we have to run down the contract, we run down the contract. Maybe between now and January, we have another crack at re-signing the player, maybe putting a clause in. But the manager was very explicit, and Steve's right in the middle of that. It's finely balanced. £40 million will not seem a lot of money if it turns Palace from competing for Europe to being mid-table or 5 places in the Premier League. So I think it's very finely balanced, and Liverpoolers, and I don't think many Palace fans will feel like they're the winners today.
Yeah, and also you've got to remember that the player must have had a view, and his view must have been to go.